Okay, we shall take 20 Kika then.
The leathery slant beast flaps its wings and shifts its weight uneasily from one clawed foot to the other. Carefully, you approach this dangerous creature with your eyes fixed upon its saddle and your nerves on edge, fearing that at any moment it will slash you with its razor-hooked beak. Roll the die, and you may add 4 for having animal control.
4. Did you say I could add 4?
Add 4, yeah.
11 then.
11. The creature soon accepts that you are its new master and becomes totally obedient to your commands. It lowers its head and allows you to climb onto its back, where you settle into a comfortable saddle, high-backed and luxuriously padded. A tug on the gem-encrusted reins. This dude like bling.
Yeah.
And the slant beast takes to the air, climbing with breathtaking speed into the night sky. High above the ironclad fleet, you turn the beast towards the west and begin a journey that you pray will end safely in Ornak.
For some reason, I'm thinking of that YouTube video. He said here it's a bling? What the hell does a Dark Lord need bling for? For representing?
Icy winds tear at your mask and armor as you soar thousands of feet above the southern foothills of the Guardanak mountain range. Were it not for the protection of your golden amulet, the bitter fury of these winds would have frozen you to death within an hour of leaving Argasat. Yet you feel nothing save exhilaration and a nagging fear of what awaits you in Ornak. Dawn breaks during the second hour of your flight, and in its dull grey light you glimpse the landscape as it speeds past below. To the south lies the Naogisaga, a vast plain of ash and slime-filled rifts. To the north lies the snow-capped peaks of the Guardanak mountains, and ahead lies an unwelcoming vista, a desolation of stunted, poisonous vegetation and hilly crags. You are tired and hungry after your perilous ordeal in Argasat and must now eat. And I guess you just swallow whatever birds and insects come your way.
Crap, I swallowed a bug.
I think
at least I'm not hungry anymore. Yeah.
Yep.
Seriously, are we just sitting up there eating crow after crow?
I have no idea. The day is but an hour old when suddenly it begins to get darker. A ceiling of black clouds spreads across the sky, fed by billowing plumes of noxious gases that pour from the cracks and craters of the southern wastes. Violent electrical storms rage in these plumes, and a thunderous rumbling like the growling of an angry giant disturbed from sleep echoes in the bowels of the lifeless earth. A redness in the clouds grows stronger as the slant beast flies westwards. It fills the horizon, setting your pulse racing as you sense the Nengud Kordes, the chasm of fire that surrounds Helgedad, is the source of the scarlet glow. You correct your course and steering the slant beast away to the north. Within minutes you catch your first glimpse of Ornak. It is a grim spectacle, a mass of huge steel buildings grouped haphazardly around the mouth of a frigid estuary, surrounded in turn by a defensive ring of spike-topped earthworks. Everything appears to be eaten by rust, aggravated by clouds of corrosive steam that arise from rivulets of black water crisscrossing the ground. It strikes you as an uninhabitable place, yet its murky thoroughfares are teeming with thousands of grey-skinned creatures, all pulling or pushing great iron carts filled with ore. As the slant beast speeds towards the city, you search for somewhere suitable to land. Do you wish to use Hunt Mastery?
Yeah.
Yes.
For what little there are to find.
Using your Kai skills, you magnify your vision and scan the buildings below. You see a maze of garbage-choked streets, rusting tenements, and squalid slave huts. All bear the effects of the corrosive atmosphere, except one building which is situated near the center of the city. It is a tower, tall and unbent, its surface free from any sign of decay.
It would also be a shame if the tower was bended.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Leaning Tower of Helgedad.
No, it's the tower that a giant probably started humping sometime.
Confident that you... Wait, what did you just say?
Nothing.
You said it's the tower that a giant started humping at some time.
Oh dear.
Hey, you have been throwing different kinds of averted jokes around, and I'm just getting agitated because the rain is falling on my roof.
That joke didn't make any sense!
Do you expect me to make sense, Cobra?
No, but I expect you to shut up when you don't!
Well, I can't.
Unbelievable. Confident...
What talent any of your friends have, Cobra?
A what?
I say it's not that any of us possess Cobra.
No, but at least the rest of you make sense.
What fun is there in that? Okay, moving on.
Confident that you have found where the slave master resides, you bring the slant beast in to land nearby. A Giak, his mouth hanging open in awe of your arrival, stands guard at the tower entrance. As you approach, he bows and stands aside, allowing you to enter the gloomy ground floor.
And he assumes we're a Dark Lord since we're riding that animal.
Yeah, or you must be someone important since you come riding in on a giant wyvern, right? I mean, that's only logic.
Yeah.
Okay, good point.
Yeah, a curved steel door slides shut, sealing the entrance and plunging the gloomy chamber into total darkness. Then, a narrow column of yellow light pours onto your head, and a man's voice, loud and full of arrogance, shatters silent. "What brings you here, Drakkar?" he booms, filling the chamber with resounding echoes. He speaks a curious dialect of Giak that sounds vaguely familiar. It is a dialect common in Magador, a border territory now occupied by Darkland armies. "I seek the slave master," you answer. "I come from Argasad to report that Summerlund is burning." "That is welcome news indeed," comes the reply in a tone far less severe. The steel door slides open and your Giak escort are dismissed. As it clanks shut behind them, the light grows brighter until you can see clearly the man to whom you have just spoken. Before you stand a magnificent warrior, tall and broad-shouldered, clad in purple satin and shiny steel mail. He holds you with his jade-green eyes and says, "I am the slave master. Remove your mask, Drakkar, and reveal your true self." And there's a picture of the guy. So yeah, behold the slave master in all his muscular glory.
Let me see.
He looks kind of grumpy.
Yeah, a little, but
I like the mustache and beard combo. It's really epic.
and I like the sword, sort of like a fencing blade, if you will. But yeah, I see where you come from with that. But yeah, moving on.
Your Kai senses tell you that he's speaking the truth. He is the slave master of Ornak, and he has recognized the words that identify you as a fellow agent of the Elder Magi. But the many years he has spent as a servant of the Dark Lords has taught him to be wary of their subterfuge. And not until you remove your battle mask and he looks upon your unmistakably some-lending features does he accept you as genuine. "Long have I waited for this moment," he says quietly. "I know why you have come, and I will help you all I can." "But why?" you reply, now suspicious of his true motives. "Why to decide to betray your masters? Have they not given you the power you crave?" "Aye, they have, but at a grievous price. Since the war began, they have demanded that the foundries and ore pits of Ornak produce ever-increasing supplies of black steel. The quotas are impossible, and I fear that the day is close when I will be of no more use to them. Ultimately, the Dark Lords destroy everything over which they have control. Cities, land, races, even their own kind. The Elder Magi have promised me sanctuary in return for my help, and I help I shall, for my life is dependent on your success." He smiles, amused by the irony of his situation, and then he bids you follow him to an adjoining chamber. "Come, you must prepare for your journey to the Black City." You follow the slave master into a chamber filled with marvelous treasures, furniture and rich trappings, which seems anachronistic here in this foul city. He advises you to take off your Drakkaran armor and wear instead a hooded robe woven from a strange silver-grey material. He comments favorably on the golden amulet you wear, assuring you that its protection will be essential for your survival in Helgadad. As you are about to don the robe, he insists that you wear your backpack underneath it. "The creatures who donated this garment, albeit reluctantly, was tall but possessed a severely crooked spine. In order to gain entry to Helgadad, you must pretend to be that creature. The pack will help you complete your disguise." You ask the identity of the creature and what has become of him. "He was one of the Liganim, those who assist the Naziranim sorcerers with their black arts," replies the slave master. "This particular Ligan came here to Ornak to fetch a quantity of special-grade ore for his master's experiment. But the unfortunate creature met with a fatal accident. Here in this very chamber." The trace of a smile on the slave master's face suggests that the accident may not have been quite so accidental.
Thank you. Thank you for supplying us with this, then.
"How am I to get into Helgadad?" you ask, hoping he has planned for this as well. "You will be told in good time, but first I must give you some other information that is vital to the success of your quest. The transfuser, which you must destroy to ensure the end of the Dark Lords, who are now outside the boundaries of this realm, is located in the uppermost chamber of the Tower of the Damned. You'll find this tower in a part of the city known as the Imperial Sector. But be warned, this sector is the most heavily guarded area of the city, for it is here that Gnog himself resides. The slave master takes a strange mask from a nearby table and offers it to you. It is made of a green glass-like mineral and is shaped into a hideous visage. Wear this always. It will keep safe your identity from any casual inspection. You accept the green mask. It's a special item.
Let me just set that down.
And listens carefully as the slave master concludes your briefing. Be on your guard at all times, he says solemnly. The lesser creatures of Helgadad are a ruthlessly treacherous breed, forever preoccupied with their complex political intrigues. You will need to be doubly cunning if you're not to fall foul of their willful machinations. The robe you wear marks you as one of the Dark Lord Ganesh's minions. He is far away at present, leading his horde in distant Lencia, but his absence will be of little help to you. Avoid all who wear robes of green and scarlet, for they are followers of Zog and Taktol, Ganesh's closest rivals.
Alright.
2 seconds.
So, Dark Lord minions are color coordinated. Interesting.
Give me a moment.
Convenience.
We are disguised as a servant of, what was his name? Ganesh?
Ganesh, yes.
We have to avoid the servants of whom?
Zog and Taktol.
Haven't we run into Taktol before?
His name has been mentioned, yes. But I don't think you fought the guy.
I have no idea why, but his name just reminds me of something if you hurt your toe.
Okay, what color robes did you say that they were wearing?
Green and scarlet, respectively.
And scarlet is sort of like a hue between red and purple, am
It's
I
very
right?
bright. It's very brightly red.
You know,
Oh.
there's the same color as pass boxes.
Ah.
Scarlet and what was the other one?
Green.
Green.
Yeah. Scarlet was produced from a sort of beetle that was half short tail, and you needed thousands to color your clothes, so it was very expensive.
Yeah.
Therefore, a color of nobles.
But above all, avoid those who wear silver grey, the same color as yourself, for they know their own kind and are sure to see through your disguise.
Okay. Yes. The area we're supposed to go to, what was it called again?
The Tower of the Damned in the Imperial Sector.
Okay, we must destroy the... What's the name of the device again?
The Transfuser.
The transfuser in the Tower of the Damned in the Imperial
Sector.
Sector. Okay.
He walks across the chamber and picks up a curious-looking device by which he is able to tell the time of day. Come, follow me. Now you'll learn how you are to breach the defenses of Helgadad. The slave master dons a mask that covers his nose and mouth, through which he is able to breathe safely the noxious air that swirls around outside his tower. He takes you to the outskirts of Ornak in his personal chariot to a vast open-cast quarry. The means of your transportation to Helgadad waits at the edge of the quarry's vast crater. Your jaws open in amazement when you set eyes on the vehicle, for it is gigantic, by far the largest vehicle you have ever seen on dry land. And there's a picture of it.
Is it like a ship or something like that?
You'll see.